You really want this on video?
I'll pull it. I'm mad enough to pull it.
This woman is being threatened at gunpoint, and just moments earlier, she was seen being chased maniacally. But what no one knows is that in just a few seconds, it will all spiral into pure horror.
Your neighbors are going to see you pointing a gun at me.
Drop the phone.
No, I'm not.
Drop the phone.
No, I'm not.
All right, goodbye, Reese.
On December 6, 2021, Harris County Police responded to a call from a concerned neighbor who has just witnessed something unimaginable.
Harris County 911, what is the location of the emergency?
I'm in Glen Lock, and we heard a loud, like 3 pops, bang, bang, bang. So we went outside, and I looked, and I see somebody is laying on their back, and it looks like they've got blood on her chest and blood coming out of her mouth.
Law enforcement quickly rushes to the 19,800 block of Rose Dawn Lane, Texas, unaware that this call is about to draw them into a chilling nightmare. As the officers arrive at the scene, they encounter an unsettling sight in the driveway, a lifeless woman lying on the ground and a man standing right next to her, wearing only a bathrobe. His behavior seems odd, so officers swiftly make their move.
My hands in here. What else could I do?
Keep him in there. What's going on? Where's the weapon at? Where's the weapon?
I don't know.
Put your hands behind your back for me. Anybody else inside the residence?
No.
The man they've arrested appears heavily intoxicated, and officers can't tell if he's being honest. Rather than acknowledging the lifeless body beside him, he repeatedly demands another drink.
That ain't another drink. God damn it. No.
His intoxicated behavior makes it impossible to get any details from him, so the detectives turn their attention to the crime scene. While canvassing the area, they identify the victim as 48-year-old Patricia Birmingham. The horror deepens when they find 3 shotgun shells, 2 near the tires of a white Tesla parked in the driveway, and the 3rd shot struck Patricia in the right eye, killing her instantly. At first glance, the officers consider the possibility of an accident, suggesting 2 shots aimed at the tires and 1 mistakenly hitting Patricia. But the theory of accidental death is rendered obsolete when they discover CCTV footage from the neighborhood. Could this footage hold the answers they're looking for? Patricia's seen holding her phone tightly, appearing to record something, making it the possible key to solve this mystery. Moments later, out of nowhere, the same man in a bathrobe is caught chasing her down the road. The detectives can't fully understand why this man is pursuing her and what kind of connection they have. As they search for answers, they stumble upon a shocking discovery. The man in custody is none other than Patricia's husband, 60-year-old Kerry Birmingham. Is it just because of alcohol, or is there something more at play? But before they can ask Kerry, he begins to act strangely.
So, gentlemen, this would go a lot smoother if we were sitting in my living room. I'm not out in front of all my neighbors. And I'll be honest with you, I'll be more talkative if I could be at my table, and I'll need a tall glass of vodka with just a shot of cranberry juice.
Come back over here.
Like with 4 suspicious person on Knockcross?
I'm not a criminal.
As officers struggle to control him, he admits something that nobody anticipates, turning everyone's doubts into reality.
Where's the shotgun?
I don't know.
It's your weapon?
Yeah. What you gonna get? I wasn't good enough.
His sudden shocking confession raises further concern about what actually happened between them. He's taken to the Harris County Homicide Office to sober up. But his statement makes it difficult for detectives to separate what's real from what he says. They begin to realize this case may not be as straightforward as it first appeared.
Just because someone tells us they did something doesn't always mean they in fact did it. There still has to be an investigation that takes place. Physical evidence has to be recovered, eyewitness testimony, video surveillance footage, which would either corroborate or not corroborate what Mr. Birmingham had told us.
With a warrant in hand, the detectives swiftly search the scene for more evidence.
We entered the residence through the side door of the house, and we observed a Benelli shotgun leaning up against the corner of the kitchen area right by that door. Based on proximity to where it was to Patricia Birmingham's body, it could have been used in this case. There appeared to be more firearms inside of the house.
Forensic testing later confirms that the shotgun discovered near the driveway is a direct match to the shells collected outside. But it's inside the garage that investigators uncover the most damning piece of evidence.
On top of some water bottles, we had located what appeared to be Patricia Birmingham's cellular device.
This is the same phone captured on CCTV. The detectives quickly notice bloodstains on it, and forensic tests confirm the blood belongs to Patricia. The officers realize that this phone might have evidence of her final moments. Within a short time, the officers secure a warrant to examine her phone, and its contents will only deepen the tension. On it, they find a secret audio recording that exposes a clearer, yet deeply unsettling picture of the couple's dynamic.
She was skinny. Your grandmother was fat, and that's what you're going to know because you don't do a goddamn thing to take care of.
Oh my God, we're not going on the fat train now, are we?
Yeah, we'll go.
Are we hopping on the fat train now? What the hell is wrong with you? How did you gain so much weight? You don't look healthy.
You don't even encourage me when I lose weight.
What she's doing here, where she presses record on her phone to pick up the audio, is she's trying to document the situation.
At first, it seems like the couple is having a heated argument that's typical for the household. However, the recording soon reveals that the argument escalated around 9:58 a.m., and Patricia's voice then sounds tense and angry.
You've been doing that for a long time.
No, I haven't. I just felt like it was time for me to do it right now. Because you're threatening me and Olivia. Don't touch me. Do not touch me, Carrie Birmingham. I swear to God. Do not touch me. Don't touch me.
You pulled a knife on me.
This isn't the only moment in the couple's fights where one partner pulls a weapon on the other. As the audio continues, Carrie's heard responding, not verbally, but through an alarming action.
You do not have the right to touch me. Yeah, go get your gun. Go get your gun, Karen.
Even though Carrie says nothing, Patricia's words make his actions clear. For investigators, it becomes an important piece of evidence because it shows the pattern of tension in the household. However, something else stands out to the detectives.
Mrs. Birmingham says in this recording, go get your gun, which led me to believe that this might not be the first time that Mr. Birmingham has either threatened her with a firearm or pointed a firearm at her.
As investigators gather more details from Patricia's friends, the situation grows more troubling. They confirm that Carrie hasn't been in his right state of mind lately. His increasingly erratic behavior makes it all certain for investigators that he was capable of killing her.
The last lunch that we had, we talked about business, we talked about personal stuff. She opened up about her situation, and she even admitted to me that Carrie had pulled a gun several times before in the past. She left me in shock because it's like how a successful woman is dealing with something like that.
All these findings hint at a darker side to the couple's relationship, but it's still crucial to know how their argument escalated so far that Carrie ultimately chose to harm her. The remaining audio reveals exactly that.
I got your...
Fine, I don't give a... I really don't. Do what you gotta do. I don't care.
All I have to do is not kill him.
You're a f***ing alcoholic.
You know what? You know what? You called me an alcoholic.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you weren't an alcoholic before I met you.
Maybe I should just kill you right now.
Kill me.
Yeah.
Maybe you should. Do it. I'll be sitting right here.
This threat that he's going to kill her, she obviously doesn't take it seriously because she says, go ahead. And that's this downplaying of a real threat. And that could either be because he's repeatedly threatened this in the past, or she just doesn't believe that he's capable of that.
But Patricia wasn't aware that Carey was already setting his sinister plan into motion. Later, the detectives uncover more evidence, which includes not just audio, but more terrifying visuals that lead straight to Patricia's final moments. Right after the recorded audio ends, Patricia, believing the argument's over and she can finally distance herself from Carey, steps outside, but cleverly keeps recording. This is the exact moment she appears on CCTV, almost ready to escape. But what she records next on her cell phone reveals Carey's attempts to humiliate her in public.
Hey, Reese, where'd you get that bag that I gave you? That Christmas bag. Where'd you get it? Huh?
You're embarrassing yourself.
Carey's even willing to humiliate himself as he walks onto the street with his bathrobe hanging open, another clear indicator as to why Patricia felt she needed to get away.
It appears that she's trying to remove herself from the situation inside of the home. And he's continuing to follow her, walking down the street away from their house.
She clearly feels threatened enough that she needs to put distance between herself and the defendant, because this man had every ability to choke her and kill her if he got close enough to grab her.
That's exactly what Patricia might have feared, yet she stays composed enough to document it all.
We see her filming Carey going up and down the street, which corresponds with the surveillance footage we recovered, and kind of adds a little bit more context as to what was going on, because not only do we have the footage, but also audio as to what's being said.
Meanwhile, Patricia's visibly exhausted, gasping for breath as Carey continues to chase her.
You done playing stupid games?
Yeah.
How you shut up? How you shut up? Huh? What?
In the end, Carey appears to be heading back home. Yet, behind that silence, he plots something dangerous. Even in his intoxicated state, he knows Patricia's been recording his every move. So he makes a calculated choice to stay quiet enough to make Patricia believe that everything's over and follow him back into the residence. At that moment, Patricia doesn't know that the most horrific event of her life awaits.
Huh? You really want this on video?
I'll pull it. I'm mad enough to just pull it.
Your neighbors are gonna see you pointing a gun at me.
Patricia deliberately mentions the neighbors as witnesses and captures his every move on camera, a clever attempt to warn him to stop. Yet, despite knowing he's being recorded, he shows no hesitation before carrying out his next deadly act.
I'm ready to go. Drop the phone.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Okay. All right, goodbye, Reese. You gonna meet Jesus.
It's one of the most heartbreaking discoveries so far. Carey's heard firing 3 shots, one striking Patricia and the other 2 hitting the car. At the end, Patricia had only one choice to record her final moments, as she had no way to escape. Tragically, the incident took Patricia's life shortly after.
Hope that was worth it. Hope it was worth it for you.
He shoots her once in the head. The second 2 shots that are heard on that video, he actually turns the gun and immediately in seconds takes out the front tire and the back tire of her vehicle. So she shot 1 time in the head, meaning that she had to have a closed casket funeral. Her eye was gone. Her face was blown off. And the defendant, in the same second that he blew off his wife's head, even incredibly intoxicated, made perfect aim, and took out the front and back tire of her vehicle.
The injuries Patricia sustains are terrifying. Besides the gunshot, she has blunt force trauma to her head, showing she had no way to escape. It's clear this isn't just violence, it's a merciless execution. His demeanor afterwards is even more horrifying. Instead of panicking, he seems relaxed, almost as if he's finally achieved what he always wanted. Even after committing such an evil act, Carrie shows no remorse and still has the audacity to blame Patricia for everything.
It sounds like he lays down next to her, and you can hear heavy breathing, and then he moves the phone into the garage area.
Yeah. You cried for it. Hope that was worth it. Hope it was worth it for you. Yeah. You cried for it.
All the significant footage gathered so far confirms that Carrie's responsible for Patricia's murder. But one question remains. Is his drunken aggression the reason for killing her, or is there something darker at play? What investigators uncover next will finally expose his true motive.
You have a love affair with that Mexican.
I wasn't having a love
Yeah,
affair.
you were. That's why you're on too legal.
No,
It all makes sense now.
that's not what I'm doing. I've never even seen that guy.
This audio call reveals the true nature behind Carrie's dreadful actions. But is his accusation really true? During their investigation, detectives find no evidence of Patricia having an affair. It's only Carrie's claim, which ultimately leads to a tragic end. To some extent, it seems believable that Carrie might commit such an act because of his intoxicated state, but examining his behavior shows it was an intentionally calculated move.
Mr. Birmingham's now, he's looked in one direction because she's mentioned the neighbors could witness this act. He looks that way, showing that he's fully aware of the situation and what's going on outside. And then furthermore, he checks his firearm to see whether or not the action is on safety or not, to manipulate the firearm to make sure it's in a position to where it can be fired.
Each one of Carrie's actions confirms his intent to kill his wife, and he's charged with Patricia's murder. During his interrogation, he chooses to remain silent and refuses to provide any explanation for his actions. On the other hand, Patricia's family is left in shock by her death. Carrie and Patricia had always seemed to live an ideal life. Even though it was Carrie's second marriage, life appeared steady after their daughter Olivia was born.
He seemed to be a good man. He was a young gentleman, professional appearance. He spoke highly of himself. You know, he was his best friend. He made sure that I was aware of these fine things that he had and his career in insurance. And I was happy for my sister, but at the same time, that doesn't impress me. But I never had a reason to doubt her choice. He wasn't planning on having any more children. However, my sister was determined to have children of her own. Olivia was everything that she wanted. The day she was born, it was the happiest I've ever seen her. Whether it was a gathering with friends, whether it was dinner, whether it was them coming to Orlando or visiting, drinking was always involved.
Although the family had noticed their financial struggles, growing alcohol dependency, and the tension between the couple, no one ever imagined that Carrie could go this far.
I didn't believe he was capable of killing her. He was controlling, he was conniving, he was narcissistic, he was a functional alcoholic. I never thought he could lose that type of control and do that type of violence. Looking at the shotgun to make sure that the safety was off, positioning it, pointing it at her, and then ultimately, wishing her goodbyes and telling her to go meet Jesus. That was chilling. It was never anything I could have ever imagined.
Also, the detectives described this case as unlike any other, because the camera provided every detail to solve the case.
It's incredible that this footage exists. And that was what was so unique about this case. You got to see behind closed doors. You got to hear the audio. You got to hear him planning over 30 minutes that he was going to kill his wife. Patricia was very smart. She was. She recorded the last 30 minutes of her life where that we can objectively look at everything that happened leading up to the moment where Carrie Birmingham murdered her.
In March 2024, the Patricia Birmingham murder case goes to trial. Carrie's defense attorney claims it was a crime of passion fueled by sudden emotional distress. Unfortunately, this argument is accepted by the all-woman jury, and after deliberation, Carrie's sentenced to 10 years in prison, fined $5,000, with parole possible after 5 years. Their daughter, Olivia, is heartbroken by her father's actions. She also left disappointed by the court's decision, feeling that justice for her mother was far too limited.
I lost both my parents that day. My dad died that day too, because the person who did that to my mom and my father aren't the same person. That sudden passion, you have to have something, you have to have made that decision within you for a while. I feel like to do that to somebody you really, really love,